over the last 3.5 years. That is unquestionable. And they could bring home Europe's first trophy since 2011. G2, this is the new run for them.
And in this case, it just works out very well. Their AD carry has no dash, so it is a perfect pick. I asked him also what he found about TL's composition. He said, well, nothing to be surprised by. This is a typical Team Liquid composition, and if they don't get a lead early, they don't win the game. So he's feeling pretty confident about this one.
And confidence in the bottom lane as Double have chunked down to 200 HP. They'll find a stun and a thresh, but Jankos could go for a big play. Another play into the flash knockup, and CoreJJ will be knocked down for Jankos' second first blood of the match.
And a beautiful hook landed by Mickey to set up the play onto Double Lift. Absolutely beautiful execution. Nets G2 first blood once again.
There may be questions who the best Pyke on the team is, but no question who the best Thresh on the team is. Mickey, again, getting a lead on the bottom side of the map for G2.
And Jankos is the one that picks up the first blood on this Rek'Sai. Everyone knows how devastating this champion can be, and now he's looking to release some pressure mid.
Oh, not spotted right now. They do know Olaf is around. The smoke shroud comes out, and it's going to be some damage. Cap finds the stun as Conqueror pops on both sides. Plenty of damage there. No knockup yet for Jankos. Keep in mind, it is a flashless Rek'Sai. Can't go too aggressive without giving away an opportunity. It's going to be wave clear, and the first recall forced out by Cap.
Like the appearance of Xfifty in the mid lane, but here we see keep your eyes on Mickey, and notice how he goes in between the minions just as it dies. Double of paths the wrong way. He gets hooked up underneath the tower. Now, while he doesn't take a tower shot, the damage is already done, which means that he's forced to flash early, and then CoreJJ has to give up his life so that his AD carry can survive. But that's 3 out of 4 summoner spells burned. Which means that Jankos could look for a potential play once again bot lane.
And now Jensen's got to be careful as well. Not going to hit just yet, but we know Caps can try to find something. Look for the stun, not getting it yet. Now the rest of the squad is here. 3-on-3 as now Perkz is over the wall. This is a fight that G2 might win. Look at Jankos. He's flashless and Jensen is on the board. But now it's towards CoreJJ. He will be shut down as well as G2 answer back.
Yep, 1 kill for Jensen on the Akali. 1 kill for Silas on the for G2.
And it is Caps that ends up picking that one up in the mid lane, but in that situation, TL knew, or expected rather, this play to come out. They had 3 people all moving towards this mid lane position, and they knew that the Rek'Sai had no flash, so he was the immediate target focus, and in the early game, he's very squishy, so they were able to come out on top. What they weren't expecting was the arrival of Perkz, and that extra member, that extra bit of damage, enabled G2 to turn it into a 1-4.
All right, let's take another look at it. Jankos on the Rek'Sai, still staying underground, so he does get the pings to see that Xfifty and CoreJJ are arriving. And CoreJJ makes the dash in to start the action here, and Team Liquid immediately turn on Jankos. They get the first kill, but on the same token, yes, the Rek'Sai doesn't have a flash because he went bottom side and killed the Braum, taking the Braum's flash as well, so CoreJJ also no way out of the fight, and mid laners both get kills.
And notice how Mickey did not use his lantern to actually try and save Jankos. He made the decision in the moment to try and bring Perkz into the fight grid. Outside of them losing all their summoners bot was the fact that they got a lot of turret plates top, but now it could be terrible for Team Liquid.
Just Ash Arrow, they hit the stun on Perkz, but here comes the knockup there towards CoreJJ. TP comes in as Caps joins in, they find the first. Nice stopwatch buys time, but the Dragro, it's going to be easy to juggle around as Perkz finds kill number 2, and G2 up 4-1. Now Jensen is here, but he is very much outnumbered. Dives in for a fight. Look at the crowd control, has to flash away. Now it's Impact on top, and it's Team Liquid looking for a comeback kill, but they cannot quite find it. Finally, Protoa gets 1. Impact, he's going to find number 2, and he saves the bottom lane.
Impact barely scraping together some gold for Team Liquid after G2 get another plate off of the turret after the kills, topside as well. This time it is Wonder left split pushing. Let's take another look at this. As he said, they blew all of the summoners save for the heal on Double of the bottom side, and the ultimate from CoreJJ was down as well, so they called for the 4-person dive from G2. With the stopwatch there from Mickey able to drop the tower aggro, they pull off the initial kills, they take down the plate, and then with Jensen roaming down, they make the call for Impact to come in with flash on Kennen. A lot of AoE damage done by Jensen. They do trade the 2 flashes there and get the last kill with this Proto Belt. Also, Jankos coming in and trying to defend Caps means that Impact will get the stun and get a second.
This is what Papa Smithy would call tactical inting from Jensen. He dives in, and it looks like that he's going in for a 1v4. Why is he making this play? Well, he's doing it to bait G2 to overextend underneath the tower to allow Impact to find this beautiful setup with the cannon ultimate, and due to his great roam, they're able to turn it 2 for 2 and actually secure themselves the gold lead.
And power spikes coming in. Gunblade now done for Jensen. A Rift Herald picked up with 20 seconds to summon it before the plates drop. That would be a nice 300 gold donation that he would love to get if it can happen. Right now, though, G2 pressuring top side as a lane swap around. Mickey X and Quirks up there alongside Doublelift and Core JJ. Camps going down. G2 completely taking over this top river.
The fact that Team Liquid secure themselves the Rift Herald means that they're the ones set up for a siege. If they can land it onto a tower with the plates gone, it should be a pretty easy objective. But setting up for that will be the hard part, as you rightly said, Freak. It is G2 that seem to have main control, especially around the topside river.
Certainly with the vision here. Zombie wards and control wards flooding the river for G2. And as you can see with this toggle, Team Liquid no longer have any early alert system for as to where the enemy transitions are going to come from.
Look at the next big play. As Caps is the one to pressure in the mid lane pretty easily. Has nice mana regen thanks to his lost chapter, and off he goes around the map. Wonder roaming around quickly again, has Moby Boots, able to shove the wave in with his Tiamat, look for mid, then come back to bot lane before anything is lost. This turret is low. That is what TL had done in their 2-on-2, but there will not be any minions lost in the turret.
I want to point out that Team Liquid's gold lead still is all on Impact. He basically has a over 2,000 gold advantage over his lane opponent. And that is so much of Team Liquid's power. So if they are going to fight, they have to have this cannon. The big AoE magic damage ultimate is their biggest tool.
And the scariest thing about this is Team Liquid want to try and utilize that now. Because the longer they wait, if Pyke can find those kills, he very quickly comes back.
It's a flash for the first stun. Plenty damage towards Impact. Now trying to stay alive with Slicing Maelstrom. But here comes the rest of it. A Protoball buys a bit of space, but still will drop 1 for 0 in the bottom lane.
Impact does what he can to try and avoid the execution from Wonder. And while he doesn't get the kill to the Pyke, unfortunately, he cannot get away from death.
Impact actually goes down. G2 attack Team Liquid's biggest strength, and with that, a counterplay on top side. Rift Herald is activated, Hook is landed, but again, this is the weak side of the map right now for G2 because they committed 2 members to go kill Impact.
Yeah, and I like this play from Team Liquid, Kobe, because they could choose to keep the pressure up if they wanted to. They've even, I'm looking at the location of the Kali right now, she's actually gone down bot.
This could be winnable right now. Wonder does not have an ultimate, and the damage does come through. Jensen finds the kill on the push as Yanko's too far away to help.
This is a great situation for Team Liquid to find themselves in right now. Even though they lost Impact, Akali gets himself another kill, and they're able to...
Trickle Storm or not. Right now, they have a pretty good flash advantage there with Perks having his own, and the access to the Lantern has made a big difference.
I completely agree with you as well, Kobe. I think that how each team executes upon these fights will be so crucial in how this game plays out as the Enchanted Crystal Arrow lands.
Core J takes it and burns the cleanse, get away from this one, but that is still a great Enchanted Crystal Arrow as one turret does fall. Now the hook into his Impact. They try to burn him down. He gets a stopwatch off, but not the Slicing Maelstrom. Here comes the engage. It's all about Olaf, and it's about Akali. Wonder finds the first on Impact. It's a 1-for-1 so far to the back line. Jensen finds a second. Smithy is low, but the team able to push forward. Team Liquid lose the turret. They win the fight. Now it's time for round 2. Jensen is low, cannot find the kill. It is Caps who says he can get the kill and sends him back to Lissandra. It's 3v3 now in this fight as the channel comes in. Look for the pull. G2 get kill number 3 and number 4. Doublelift is alone and he will die. The ace for G2.
It all came down to execution in the end. Things were looking so good for Team Liquid at the start of that fight, but the longer it went on, the better it was for G2. Caps comes up clutch. He gets the turnaround for G2. He finds the triple kill, and they walk away the victors.
It was all the re-stealth from Caps and Wonder after the team fight, going to their control ward and pulling the surprise attack. Here's another look at the secondary initiation. Impact with the Zonia does deny the execute, and Smithy goes in on Olaf to create some room for Jensen, who flashes over to finish the kill onto Perks. At this point, Team Liquid split, and they lose track of Wonder and Caps. Going into this control ward on that bush, like we talked about, they find the surprise onto Jensen. While Core JJ and Doublelift were pushing mid lane, they simply cannot join to make the 4v3 matter. And G2, after picking up that kill onto the Akali, they can turn on the rest of the Team Liquid members.
And now a play towards Wonder at very low health. He's going to find a stun on the one side. And without the Lantern, purchase an option, but no. Puts the ult down, able to walk away. And Wonder, regen 70% of damage taken. He's back to fighting shape right now as G2 looks to fight more.
Kennen is sitting in the bot lane. He does have his teleport and the ultimate available. Looking for potential flank wards on the minimap, but currently there are none. TL choose to disengage, and both teams just continuing to posture. I think you hit the nail on the head, Kobe. That decision-making from TL in that moment, if they'd all just committed to either going for the mid tower or grouping in the river, maybe that fight could have gone in their favor, but the split decision, G2 was immediate to capitalize on, and they were able to get the outplay.
Top side.
Looking for Caps. He does have the Akali ult under his wing, so he can get really, really far. TP now comes in for the squad. And look how much damage he gets towards Jensen. Nearly picks up the kill, and the reinforcements are in. A stopwatch burn, and in goes Kennen, trying to turn it around. 1 for 0, make it a 1 for 1. As Wonder is now dead. Xmithie trying to stay alive, but the kills just come through fast and furious. G2 win yet another team fight.
And Baron is standing right here, primed for G2 to force right now. They already have plenty of wards down. They're going to go straight for it.
Claps has arrived. 7 kills on the Sylas, takes the better of the matchup. And look at this, a 2,000 gold lead. Baron of formality. Team Liquid will only knock down an outer turret. G2 will not be stopped this close to the championship.
Things were so close between these two teams. Ooh, Caps, he's looking for Cold JJ.
He's going to get that kill. I pretty much guarantee it. Braum running for his life, but he's going to fall as well. Make that kill number 8.
Yep. CoreJJ stays around to finish off the turret for Team Liquid, trying to get something back for themselves.
Wow.
G2 now with the Baron buff. 20k damage done in this game by Caps.
Ooh, will he spot double lift though? Looks like he's not going to go for it. Doesn't have vision on the enemy side. Yankees will steal away some of these camps, but that top lane play snowballed out of control for Team Liquid so quickly. We're going to have a quick look back at it. Notice how quickly Cap steals away the Akali ultimate, but also notice that Jensen doesn't have his ulti as well. So the moment that the TP comes in, Team Liquid realize they have to disengage. If they can get the Kennen in, maybe they can turn it around, but it's already a 3 versus 2 by the time the Kennen shows up.
Yep, G2 also had Jankos en route on the way to the top side. And G2 now wearing the Baron buff will siege on mid lane. Next wave is going to be a tremendous amount of damage. Bottom side is held by Wonder with his own Baron buff, taking down the secondary turret.
And an AP Braum ult is pretty decent damage. Double if dropped about 2/3. Regenning up now. This mid turret going to be taking a lot of damage now as well. And Team Liquid unable to defend that one as now the arrow comes in, barely dodged away by Jensen. That could have been a kill picked up as the Shroud was already down. Team Liquid maybe look to re-engage. Rek'Sai is in the bottom lane, but they're going to find a hook from Wonder as well. And TL cannot find any such engage.
So G2 just playing on 2 lanes right now. They've secured both the tier 2s in bot and mid. And a lot of ultimates are still available on both sides. TL, they don't want to take the gamble right now. They're just trying to wave pit, just trying to buy time and wait for that small mistake to come out from G2 that they can then try to capitalize on.
Predator burn for Xmithie doesn't do much of anything as the mid lane clear is now the objective for Team Liquid, trying to weather this 90 seconds of Baron buff remaining. Still 3 waves to go on each of these lanes though, and G2 could absolutely, if they play their cards right, knock down an inhibitor turret. Gold lead 5,500. They've got more to do.
Look at how quickly Wonder moves between the 2 lanes, going from bot to mid, utilizing the camouflage from his W and the mobility boots helps change the numbers so that G2 always have the threat of a 5-man in the event that TL tried to fight.
Another attempt right now is pretty good damage comes out of Caps, but able to walk away, not getting caught just yet, waiting for what could be an engage out of TL. This turret chunked lower and lower. 2 more cannon shots will knock it down. And right now looking at the bottom side, a nice stun, and Wonder kites away. Now is this the attempt for impact? They find a slow. They find almost the stun, and Yanko's gonna burn the stopwatch. This could be the team fight. In they go as he's still slicing Maelstrom. And it is just that, slicing up Team Liquid. And suddenly it's 1 versus the world, and he cannot stop it. A clean ace, and even as fast as the last one. G2 looking at a sub 30-minute win, and they are a single game away from Europe's first ever MSI trophy. G2, the Kings of